Your answer, sir?
I didn't get your question.
My question is that those CCTV footage actually showed how the claimants behaved during the protest.
Yeah, that is what the CCTV footage shows. It captures the protest.
Their behavior.
Yes.
It also captured the behavior of the police during that protest.
Yes, as can be seen from the photographs that were tendered.
The CCTV footage actually showed how the police assaulted the claimants.
I cannot remember any case of assault. And from the photographs that were tendered, you can see that the police were standing in one part of the building, and there was no evidence of assaulting any person.
Mr. Onwa, you have confirmed to the court that you actually selected these photographs we presented to the court out of many.
Mr. Habua, you will recall that this protest took
My question,
quite a
I'm
long
asking
time.
the question.
No,
You don't
I'm
ask
answering
me
your
whether
question.
I recall.
I'm answering your question. I just want to let you know that the protest that took over 24 hours, you cannot produce all the photographs, and it was a painstaking decision to pick out these ones
Mr.
out of the
Onwa, that
many.
is not the issue. My query was simple. I said those CCTV footage actually showed how the claimants behaved. You said yes, and it also showed how the police assaulted them.
And
I
he
said
said he's
there
not
was
aware
no
of
case
any
of
assault. And
yes, I'm not aware of any assault.
the pictures do not show that. And then you said you selected the pictures.
Mr. Onwa, you did not want the court to see that full CCTV footage.
If you insist, and if your clients are insisting that they were assaulted, then they should also have copies of the pictures of assaults.
Now, in your witness
Yes, I don't have a response for you. Did not want the court to see. So what's your response on you did not want the court to see those CCTV footage?
There was no assault. So there was no photograph of any assault.
Yes.
in your witness statement, you wanted the court to believe that the defendant used the police to restore calm during the protest.
Yes, that's the role of the police, and that was why we invited them.
So you confirm that the police was used to restore calm.
The police were invited. I mean, if there is an unrest in any place, the role of the police is to restore calm, and you invite them to restore calm, and you don't, so that they don't escalate.
But the witness confirms that.
So that the observer want to be saying, he's saying the witness confirms, the witness not confirm. How can you say the witness confirms?
Mr. Owen, you will recall that there was a meeting with the Minister of Labor to resolve the issues during the protest.
Yes, that was in the aftermath of the police.
Do you confirm that?
There was a meeting, definitely,
Okay,
but
may
I'm
I
giving you
proceed?
the circumstances under which the meeting took place.
I just said for you to confirm.
Because I confirmed there was a meeting with who?
Now, at that meeting,
Mr. Hammond,
my lord,
meeting with who?
between the parties, that's the defendants, the protesters, and the Ministry of Labor.
I confirmed there was a meeting between the parties and the Minister of Labor.
At that meeting, it was agreed that further protests be suspended. Is that correct?
Yes, that was discussed, but the meeting, they didn't suspend the protest. They carried on overnight.
I mean, at that meeting, was it the position that further protests should be suspended?
Yes, it was agreed that the protest should be suspended, but the protesters did not suspend
And
the
I
protest. They
proceed.
continued overnight.
My lord, may I proceed?
Yes.
At that meeting, it was also agreed that a further meeting would be held to resolve the issue.
Mr. Hamwa, the agreements that were reached in that meeting were not upheld by
My
the
question, could you
claimant.
answer my question, please?
I'm asking
My
you a
question is,
but I
was
don't.
it also agreed at that meeting that another meeting would be held?
It was agreed, but they did
That
not
is my
adhere
question.
to
That
that
is my question.
agreement.
After you can explain, I have limited time.
Yes.
The claimants were all sacked before that further meeting could be held. Is that not correct?
No,
You confirm to this court that that further meeting held.
say again.
Are you telling the court that that further meeting held?
Yes,
The
witness.
further meeting did not hold because
Okay, that's
the
correct.
claimants continued the
It's
protest
okay.
overnight.
Thank you very much.
No, they continued the protest overnight, so there was no forum for the meeting to hold again.
Mr. Onwa,
because
my
they
questions
remained
are
on
simple.
their
If you could be
agreement.
direct, I will soon finish with you.
No, I must
My
make it
question
clear
was
why
that
the
whether
further
that
meeting couldn't
further
hold.
meeting held. If you say it didn't help,
He
that is
couldn't-
okay.
He couldn't hold because the claimants continued
Yes, your
overnight.
lawyer will ask you question when during re-examination.
No, I
You
have
can
that.
explain.
The further meeting did not hold
Yes.
because the claimant continued the protest
Look, I
overnight.
didn't ask for the reason. I'm getting to that reason. I'll get to the reason
You
why.
can't determine how the witness answers.
Now,
Thank you, my lordship.
in paragraph 36 in your witness statement, you said that you reached a settlement in respect of this case with some of the claimants. You still maintain that?
A settlement with some of the claimants.
Yes.
Well, you need to
That
be
you
specific.
settled with some of the claimants.
Yeah, for those who did their clearance. They
Now,
were settled.
may I ask you, that settlement you are talking about, was it at the Office of Public Defender?
Mr. Hamwa, you know, we came to
My
office.
question is simple, Mr. Om. I said, was that settlement at the office of the public defender?
In one instance, yes.
In
Because
all instances,
One. There was
okay,
one
one
Akpan.
instance. Let me
Yes,
see what I have. Yes, we settled with some of the workers.
One of them, Akpan, who
Huh?
had done his clearer. One of them, his name is
Okay,
Akpan.
No. See, we started from, it's not correct that the claimants were all sacked before the meeting. The further meeting here. Yes, we settled with, okay, one of the
Yes,
workers.
Akpan, Akpan, because he had
my
done his clearance.
my question is this. Was that settlement at the office of the public defender?
Yes, witness.
I know we came to your office with Akpan, and he tendered his clearance certificate.
That is not my question. I said,
No, I'm
this
just telling
settlement
you.
you are talking about, was it at the office of public defender? If it is not, you tell the courts, no.
Okay, Mr. Abua, when we came to your, I just want to make a clarification.
No, answer first if there's a clarification you make.
Okay, now the settlement, of course, definitely the clearance had to be done at the
That
property.
is not my question, Mr. Onwa. My lord, the witness is evading the question. My
I'm not
question is
evading.
simple.
No.
Was
I'm
the
not evading.
settlement at the office of the public defender?
Yes, was the settlement at the office of the public defender?
Yes, for Akpan, yes.
You have any copy of the terms of settlement you alleged you signed with him?
If you talk about settlement, signing any document, we didn't sign any document with you, with him. You made a statement that day that if this guy has done his clearance and he
Hold
has
on.
been
Did
paid,
you have
then
any document showing the alleged settlement? If you don't have, you tell the court so that I move ahead.
Mr. Ohamwa, what you told us that if you did,
No,
was not
witness, you answer the
satisfied with the
question.
clearance.
Mr. Witness, answer Mr. Hammer's question. If you have, you say. If you don't have.
It is a clearance certificate that we was given after his clearance that he has, that we take as the settlement.
So you're not on, so he doesn't know you're
You are not
speaking.
the witness.
So turn on your video so he will know you're speaking. Yes, witness, what did you say? You say you did not sign any document with the
We didn't sign any document. We didn't sign any document with the Office of Public Defendant.
Okay. All right.
Is it with Mr. Akpa or with Office of the Public Defender?
We did not sign any document with the Office of the Public Defender.
The court places. Now, in terminating the employment of the claimants, the defendant did not comply with Exhibit C4 on giving of notice of termination.
Can you say that again?
Well, it will help you. Exhibit C4 is the handbook tendered by the, relied upon by the claimants.
Yes. And what about it? That the defendant did not comply with it?
Yes, you didn't comply with it, did you?
Yes, we did comply with the with it.
Yes.
The defendant have also not paid any terminal benefits in accordance with Exhibit C4. Have they?
They were paid what they were due. They were paid their benefits as was due to them.
My Lord, I'm sorry. I don't know if witness can be shown that because it's mixing them up. The C4 is employees' rule that they brought, not the one that comes.
That is exactly what I told the defendant.
Show the witness. You are confusing. There's 6 years.
You refer to C4.
Before that, he didn't know that that's what. Show him the exit. Explain to him that C3 is not from the defendant.
Listen, I explained, I said the handbook relied upon by the claimants. That's what I told him.
He didn't get that.
Are you him? Yeah, he didn't get that.
So, Ohambua, you
my Lord, if the
Witness, you understand the document Mr. Ohamo is referring to?
No, they are, because now, thank to the client who has just brought my attention to this, because there are two. There are two. So now there's the one in contention and the one that we have, and then the alleged one that I don't have anything about. So I wouldn't know which one he's referring to.
As a receiver, his services no longer required.
my Lord, not services no longer required. That is it.
But they don't. For the court, they don't have a clear.
You know, we have C4, we have XC4, we have XC3. So which document, describe the document you're referring to?
Exactly, that is the document.
No, describe the document. Is it the employee handbook?
It's employee handbook.
Is it this one?
Yes, the one tendered by the claimant.
Is it this one?
Okay, if we can have the documents, because my Lord, I have a copy of Exhibit C4 with me here. The claimant actually responded, the defendant responded to Exhibit C4.
No, Ohambua, if I responded, I have to know the document that you are talking, the particular document you are talking about, because you are just taking advantage of the fact that I'm not physically present. Because if I was
the one you're
present,
referring to, Mr. Hamo?
No, it's written, it's marked C4 by the court.
C4.
Yes,
that is this now. What I'm holding. Can you see what I'm holding?
That's it.
Okay.
Mark C4 by the court.
Okay, see the document. Can you see it, Mr.
Yes, I can see it very faintly.
Very faintly?
Yes.
Okay. So is that the document you were responding to? When you said in terminating the claimants, the defendant did not comply with Exhibit C4, and you said you complied with it. Is this the
No, that is not the document, because the document we presented is different from that one that the photocopy they presented.
Is this the one you are referring to?
Yes, if that is the one that we presented in the defense of our case.
So your response is we complied with Exhibit XC1.
Yes, SC1 being the document that we presented, not the one that they presented.
Yes, then there's a pending question. The defender has not paid any terminal benefits in accordance with Exhibit C4. That's the question. What's your response to that?
My response is that we paid what was due to them in accordance with the document that we presented, which is the ones you just showed to me. And what was due to them was paid to the accounts. And because most of them were owing the bank because of the loan they took, their benefits were paid into the account, so they were paid.
So you confirm you did not pay based on Exhibit C4.
I don't know about Exhibit
Could you answer
C4.
my question, Mr. Onwa?
No,
Yes,
you
Mr.
won't-
Onwa, Mr. Onwa,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have to answer. You did not pay in accordance with Exhibit C4.
Yes, we didn't pay because that is not, we're
That
not
is
aware of that.
Just
document.
leave it like that. Mr. Onwa, I thank you for making our time for these proceedings. My Lord, that will be all for the witness.
Any re-examination?
Yes,
Just 1 minute.
it's like we sorted out our issue of this. Yes, my lord. Witness,
Yes, sir.
did Exhibit C4 emanate from the defendant?
Did it emanate from?
My Lord, I object to that question. I want to know the basis for asking whether Exhibit C4 emanates from the defendant. That's a matter that has been taken care of. A document is before the court, it is marked, and the witness has been questioned on it. You can't start the exam on what has been done before. There is no confusion. He understood that and answered.
I didn't. You proved that one. It was an ambush because I'm not physically present. So I had to make that clarification.
Hold on. Yes, my lord.
We have Exhibit C4. We have that XC1, which I think was tendered during cross-examination of one of the witnesses. And then we have D1. And we have D2. So these are all various documents.
Yes, my lord. The claimant's counsel
Yes.
attempted to the technique to becloud the eyes of the witness by projecting Exhibit C4 as if it were from the defendant.
My Lord, I object to that.
I don't
seriously
think
object to that.
No, Mr. Hammer.
Even why, my lord, even while I was talking to the witness, I told him Exhibit C4 is the one tender relied upon by the claimant. Why do you say I attempted to becloud him as if?
No, I think, let me just read out what I have. It said, we comply with Exhibit C1/D1.
The
Then he
witness
said,
understood that.
we paid what was due to their to them in accordance with Exhibit D1. So I don't think there's any confusion. I don't think so.
Yes, please.
The settlement at house for Accra.
Yes.
You can sit down so that you will see. You can sit down. You can sit down so that we can see your presence.
That's at the claimant's office. Was it written on the settlement?
The Lord, it's this issue. I have something to say. I believe
Mr. Hammond.
the Lord, nobody mentioned multi-door courthouse during this proceedings. That is not the office of public defender. My lord, nobody mentioned multi-door courthouse is at Iboshire. Office of public defender is at Surulere. They are two different offices.
He's referring to office of the public defender. I think that's what he said. The other one was a slip and he corrected himself immediately.
Was it oral or were there documents involved for just oral examinations and questions and answers?
Yeah, there were no documents involved. There were no documents involved.
My lord, the witness has already answered this question. There is no need for the examination.
What did he answer?
He has already answered.
I think I'm allowing the question. The settlement at the office of the public defender was oral. No documents were involved.
As a copy, we are very grateful.
Because it clears an issue. Yes.
Very grateful. That's all.
All right. So that's the case of the defense.
Yes, my lord.
Thank you, Mr. Omar. The witness is discharged.
We are grateful.
Yes. President.
Adjourned to 15 June for adoption of final address.
I can't even find it. Oh, this C4.
My lord,
Yes.
There is a little issue we have. The defendant, we understand, has been taken over by another company. And then we have tried to find out exactly what is happening. My learned colleague I met the other time couldn't give me that information. So we will be constrained to bring an application on the next date to join the new company. In fact, the company's name has changed. They have put a new signpost showing another name. So we'll be bringing an application to join the people who are now in charge of the
So you understand the ownership of the first defendant?
Okay, what are you telling us? Well, we need to be cautious.
So at the next date, we'll see what Mr. Hamo has come up with. If there's an application, we'll hear it. If there's none, but for now, we're adjourning for adoption of final addresses. So the defendants can go ahead and file. Okay, so we're done with the online.
As accomplished.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Owen, for joining.
Thank you.
Yeah.